Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bisola and today we'll be learning how to make a cut with sleeve bubu with collar.
For this particular gown, I'm going to fold the fabric into four. This is 22. This is 2. This is another 2. So I'm using the full length of the fabric, which is 60. And this is 3 yards. So this is 3 yards I folded here. So the first thing I'll do is to measure the sleeve measurements, and this is a cut with sleeve. So I'm going to measure both the sleeve and the shoulder together. So you're going to measure from the midpoint of the back, from this point at the back to wherever you want your sleeve to be. So for this person, the person's length is 22. The person's sleeve length is 22. So I'm going to measure 22. So this is 22. I've already added sewing allowance to it. There's 21, so plus 1, 22 sewing allowance. I'm going to turn it in with ashoki fabric. Then so the next thing to do is to measure the neck measurement. That's 3 inches. Then from that 3 inches, from where your sleeve is going to end, you're going to come down by 1.5 inch and slant it down there. So I'm going to slant it from there to make the 3 inches here. That's the shoulder. That's it for the shoulder slant. Then from there, I'll measure how wide I want how wide the person's hand opening will be. So for this person, I'm going to be using wideness of 11 inches. So by the time I hold half inch at the top, half inch down, it's going to go back to 10 inches for the wideness. So from there, I'll measure what I measured here, which is 22, and place it back here, 22. So I'll connect it. So that's it. Then for the bodies, the wideness of the bodies, I'm going to be using the same thing down. So what I'm going to do is the person's measurement. For this client's measurement, the highest measurement on her body is 44. This is a free gown and you can do it however you like. You can make it as wide as you want. But this particular client does not like even her boobs too wide. She likes it being moderate. So for her, I use her measurement plus allowance. So for our measurement is our highest measurement, which is our hip measurement. You have to determine what your customer's highest measurement is. Some people, which could be their bust, could be higher than their hips. Some people could be whatever it is that is highest, whether it is the bust or the waist or the hip that is highest. That's what you're going to use, the highest round measurement. So for this particular client, our highest measurement is 44 divided by 2 is 22. So 22 divided by 2 again, that's 44 divided by 4, going to have 11. So 11, I'm going to be adding 6 to 11 plus my sewing allowance. That's going to be 17. So I'm going to be measuring 17 here now. I'm going to cut it 17 down. So that's it, 17 all through down. So I added 6 for her. 6 is not a constant that you had for bubus or for free gown. You can as well add 3. You can as well add whatever you want to add, depending on how free you want it to be or how fitted you want it to be. So some people want their boob to be free fitted and at least have a little fitting on their body. Some people don't mind it being very big. Depending on the person's body, how the person can carry it. Even this, I can increase it and just remove from the old thing I'm using. I can just remove 1 or 2 and shaping it down. But for this customer, she likes her boob being fitted. I could even try to even reduce from this and make it 15 to still be fine for her. So depending on your measurement, so I've added 6 to her own measurements now. So I'll connect it here and just curve it to make the here this way. So that's for the bodies. And for the neck, it's going to have a collar. As you saw on the thumbnail, this particular style has a shoki collar. So for the collar, I'll measure for the back 1 inch and connect it to the 3 inches. Then for the front, I'll measure 3 inches and connect it to the 3 inches. So I'll cut the back first, then cut the front. that I've got it, I can separate the front from the back. So this is the back and this is the front. So I'll cut out the front neckline. And for the front neckline, there's a slit in front. So I'll measure down what the slit is going to be. So depending on how low you want your slit to be or how high you want it to be. So for this one, I'll just make the slit 4 inches plus 3 inches. That is the leg depth before. That will make it 7 inches altogether. So but right now, I'm going to be using. You can even use 4. You can even use 5, depending on you. What's your height and how low you want it to be. So I'm just going to cut it out. And for the slits, we are just slitting. There's nothing more. We are not cutting anything else, just slitting. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut facing. I'm going to cut facing for this slit to turn it. So for the facing, so for the remaining pieces, I'm going to cut facing for this. For the front, only the front is going to need facing because the collar is coming there. So the reason why the front is I'm putting facing on the front is for the slits. It's because of the slits I'm putting facing in front. Place it on it as well. So you split it the way that particular one should split. Then just measure out how wide you want your facing to be. 3 inches is fine. So this is the facing. Just place it on it and sew this part. It's only this part you have, so you're not sewing the neck. The collar is coming to the neck. I told you I needed the facing for just this part. So that will be that for now. So I'll do the facing and join the shoulder now. Then the next thing to do is that I'll cut the pockets. For the pocket, there's really no measurements I'm following for the pocket. It just depends on how wide you want it to be and how long you want it to be. So for this one, I would like to use the wideness that I want to use here is 13. Yeah. So I like to use 14 wideness, and for the length, I will use 15. So this is it. So I'll cut that out now. After cutting this out, you just fold it this way. Then here I'll go in by 2 inches for my pocket opening and the shaping of that pocket style. I'll go in by 2 inches here, 2 inches, and go down by 7 inches. 7 inches. So from there you connect it this way. See, we have our shape here this way. So the next thing I'll be doing is that I'll get lining, and that I'll use to line it, to double it. So I'll use the same fabric to also do the same thing to it. So I'll just use the same fabric. That's the lining. So depending on you and depending on the type of fabric you are using, you can try to stay it for it to stay. But for these, I'm not going to be putting stay on it. It's just fine like this one, these pockets. And Ashoke and Mikado, they are both stable. So now I'll go and turn it, and before I stitch it back on it. So now I've joined the shoulder and I've fixed the interface. You can see it's already this sleeve that I sewed. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place the pockets. So from the shoulder, I'm going to measure shoulder to waist minus 1. So this person's shoulder to waist is 18, minus 1 will be 17. So this is it. So I need to get the midpoint to know the center. This is 34 and I'll have 17 on cotton. So I'm going to pin this down and go ahead to stitch it down. I'll stitch this part down, stitch this, stitch this, stitch this, because I'm going to stitch it around. So after stitching that all around, the next thing I'm going to do after stitching that all around is to tape the sleeve. So to tape the sleeve up, I'm going to be using Ashoke also. I'm going to be using a strip of Ashoke. So I've already cut the strip of Ashoke. So this is 2.5 inches I cut here. By the length of whatever this is 21. So this strip is going to be 21 by 2.5. So I'm going to use it to tape it in from the right side to the wrong side. So I'll fix this now and do the taping before we go and do the collar. So now the pocket has been fixed. You can now remove the pin. So this is the pocket. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fix the collar. So to fix the collar, I need to measure around the round neck measurement. Measure around the neck. So right here, I have 17. So I'm going to be cutting the collar using measurement 17. So to cut my collar, I'm going to be using both the Mikado fabric and I'm using both the Mikado fabric and the Anashoki fabric. So this is folded in two already. So I have 17, 17 and a very right to is 8 and a half. So this is going to be 8 and a half. I'll look for the midpoint. This is 8 and a half. So I'll look for the midpoint of 8 and a half, which is 4 1/4. So this is 4 1/4. So for move, I'll measure 1 inch up here and I'll connect this 4 1/4 to this half here. So then I'll measure what I want to use for my collar. My collar is 2 inches plus sewing allowance. So measuring 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. So I'm going to be connecting it. So I'll repeat the measurement up here, which is 8 and a half. So this is 8 and a half. So I'll be adding a half inch sewing allowance to it. So this is the half inch sewing allowance I'll be adding to it. Then to cut the upper collar, you just go in here. I'm cutting it separately, but I'll be placing it separately, but I want to just show it together here. So it's going to be by 1 here. By 1. So from this one, I'll just go by whatever you want your collar length to be. So we use 4 plus sewing allowance. So plus sewing allowance, I'll like to use 4 now. So measure it 4 and like this. So start it out. Depending on how pointed you want it to be. You also add your half sewing allowance around like this too. So that's it. So now I have both my collar and my collar stand here now. So the next thing is that I'll be transferring it to the Ashoki fabric because I'm using Ashoki for it. This will be the interior. I've sewn the collar. So I'll notch the center of the collar. Also notch the center of the fabric. Match the notch this way. So after pinning it down this way, I'm going to sew this around. Then when I'm done sewing that, I'll just tape this on top of it. I'll just tape this. I'll tape it on top after sewing that around, and after that way, our collar will have been fixed. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and do that. So I've done fixing the collar. So now I fixed the collar. I'm done fixing the collar. So the next thing is just to shape it at the side with whatever allowance that is used on it. Is to shape it with whatever allowance I used in joining it. So I'll just use 1 inch to shape it down, and I will tip the lower parts, and that will be all for this. So after that, you can interlock all these edges. You can interlock this, then I'll tack my buttons, and that will be all. So now I've sharpened it at both sides, and I've taped it at the lower part. So I'm coming to the right side now for you to see the finish. So this is the finished look. So I'll give it a good press.
And that's it for this beautiful bubu dress. You can see how lovely it looks.
Bye.
Feel free to ask your question in the comment section. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button, like, and drop your comment. Thanks for watching. Bye.